Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube video. This is Scramble from Emotionless Crypto Trading, and today I'm going to continue with the video presentations related to Bitcoin price analysis, technical details, predictions, and everything that is related to the market data so we can monetize the actions, do better performances, and create profits. Here we go with a market that is finding stability in an uptrending channel, with the last 48 hours that are trying to stop this. What does it mean? We're going to find out once we get into the details. But now, the 24 hours volume for the entire market space is average, which means anywhere between 100 billion up to 120 billion. At the moment is $112 billion. That's sitting somewhere between the lines. Market cap is still fluctuating into the weak areas. Anything that is below 200 billion is not permitting us to create a sustainable uptrending environment. So 189 at the time that we have seen a resistance appearing in the last 48 hours, confirming twice, but still staying in the uptrending channel. Having a look over the market, if for Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, there's going to be a bearish power triggered, that's going to affect us quite a lot. If we survive this 3 days right now during the weekend plus Monday, we have high probabilities to break out above and go out of the 200 billion resistance market cap, establish a 24 hours volume which is more than 150 billion, take BTC dominance higher than 66%, and put the market limits towards $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 per Bitcoin. So that's where we are, guys. Going towards the data, we're going to look at the short-term informations here. 15-minute candlestick. This is used for day trading. We have a lot of the things to talk around this. However, I'm not going to make this video presentation too long, even though a lot of the people have tons of times these days by staying at home. You can definitely watch a lot of the videos that I produced to learn a little more on the technical side, but also you can utilize the time to join my private coaching program where I'm teaching you one-on-one on how to become a professional trader and do your trading activity full-time. Great. So looking at the 15-minute candlestick charting, we have a scenario here which includes a very nice triangle setup with a current uptrending channel support line. And this is the bottom of the triangle that has multiple confirmations along the way with weak rejections as the market was not tested. Take a look at this one. We're not even trying to go below that, which means that no breakout possibility completed or tried by the bears at that time. So for the short-term scenario, it wasn't such a thing for the last hours of today, as well as bulls were not tested in this game, which does not confirm their current power, which is another way of looking at the things. On the top side, we have the green one as well, which is the current uptrending channel resistance trending line, which starts from this top right here that we were able to establish on 2nd of April with a failure of a longer term breakout. And the market has established another important top structure over there, which gives the direction of our resistance line and is having the capacity to form this triangle right here, which has its end somewhere around 5th of April 2020, like tomorrow. Great. Now, one thing that you have to keep in mind is that all these lines you see here on 15-minute candlestick representation are not meaningful for long term. They're only having a value based on short-term discussion, and their capacity of confirmation is also based on the capacity of testings they have been going through. So the support line has been tested a few times more than what happened on the resistance side, and that is a plus signal for the support side. we have a blue one here, which is called the median line. And this one is playing with the energy that is actually on the domination side. So for example, if the market is trading below the median line, then it's going to act as a resistance, just like it does right now. And it did it quite a few times in the last hours. Take a look at this. It was pretty powerful. However, we're trying to squeeze higher and higher to the median line and potentially break out, where we're actually trying to head towards right now during the time I'm recording. If we break out of that, there is 80% probability we're going to break out of the resistance line and 20% probability not. Which means that if we get out of this median line, you should enter long on a day trade with 10x leverage on BitMEX, handle that towards on a quick profit scenario, visualize the market, utilize alarms to get informed if you're leaving your computer and you're not going to be close to the stats. And then what you do next to that is take your profits in your bags and stay secure, because day trading is not about getting greedy. Day trading is not about becoming a millionaire after a day, or such a scenarios that some of you guys thinks. No, day trading is consistency, little profits built day by day. A lot of the activity on the market, very good for trading, attention, especially for the beginners. Day trading is amazing because you do the action of full repeating a lot of the times, guys. So you repeat the process of trading a couple of times per day. Way better than swing trading, which necessitates an action now and the other one a couple of days after. Right? So here you repeat the process, the full from A to Z process a few times a day, which is bringing up the bar. The next thing here, which is important, is the 7,100 major resistance line. That is keeping the current structure quite under pressure, while something that sustains is the energy located at 6,000 that is not as powerful as 7,150. Looking at the RSX indicator that you can see right here on the lower side of the screen with a representation of a red line, which is a very similar indicator compared to RSI. The only thing that we have here is the higher confirmation rate of the actions presented by RSX indicator compared to RSI. RSI has tons of background noises. What do we mean in trading with background noises? All the actions that are not confirming, they used to be called background noises. This is like a moderate way to say this, because it's pretty much a failure of the indicator in a nutshell. It shows you one thing and it happens the other. And if it does 7 out of 10 times that way, it's a problem. But that's what it is most of the time, with the indicators used alone without any other information in the table and without any other type of trading strategies and style. You're going to have a huge failure thinking that the indicators can save your life. No. Indicators might contribute with a set of informations and data to your final decision, which needs to have a fundamental in other places, such as the structurized trading, which is something I do and I teach in the first 2 stages of the coaching, psychology and technical analysis. In these two stages of the coaching, we're learning how to set fundamentals on which we keep adding a variety of strategies, a variety of indicators that are collecting data, bringing us more on the table and allowing us to make accurate decisions. That's why you need indicators to have accurate decisions. And there's a lot of the indicators involved, such as internal, external, and so on. All right, so that's all about a 15 minute, because otherwise I'm going to go quite long on the conversation and this video might reach an hour or so. 2 hours candlestick chart. Here we have data which is way more meaningful for days and weeks, and that's awesome. This is what I like the most, especially these times when it's great to be relaxed, trade, and not be in a hurry with all the day trades where you need to act back and forth for little profits. I do like volatility, guys, for the reason that I'm having the skills and the knowledge on handling, from the psychology standpoint, all the volatility, which is not triggering any impulses and emotions at this point of experience and trading that I have, so I can handle this perfectly, and it's the best environment for me to trade. This is where we are with the 2 hours candlestick charts. $4,000 at the bottom, $7,000 at the top for the current structure. How do we look at this? Well, we have here a triangle pattern which appears in a uptrending way very clearly. Look at the bottoms established that are forming higher lows constantly. Very nice. The line of support trending line for the current chart is very powerful, just like the resistance line which is sitting at the top of the triangle as well, with tons of confirmations, especially the one which happened yesterday on 3rd of April. That was a tweezy bearish candlestick down the way, pushing us to lower lows, and it has been formed a quite powerful selling energy on the sides of the traders that have seen the language of the market and they are acting accordingly. What we have here, which kind of helps us to understand, is the median line as well, which is at the moment supporting us somewhere around $6,000, a top which is located at $7,000, guys, and this is the limit. You go out of the top, you go in a bullish environment. 7,000 is your top. Get out of it and start trading long. You fail getting out of the top, you'll have to struggle with 6,000 again, and eventually that's going to push the market down to $4,000. So just like we know, the market of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is nowhere near to be independent from the economical stability of the world and societies, as well as political powers. Political powers, I mean by economical powers, like nations, the ones that have capacity of large production, consumption, and exchange. They have power due to the large amount of money in their hands that they can utilize to position themselves in favorable conditions, engage in large exchanges, and provide a strong possibilities more likely for imposing sort of rules around the social society level. The current chart is very clear on the 2 hours. Either you get out of 7,000, out of which we're very close right now, but unfortunately in the last 48 hours during April, things were not quite great for the bulls. We have double tops forming over there. And if today or not tomorrow, we're not taking advantage in getting back to that level of 7,000, if we're not retesting that, we can say goodbye to the 6,000-7,000 hope and say hello down to levels of $4,000 to $5,000. At the moment, $4,000 is very strong. But let me tell you one thing. If we're not going to get back on track with our economical production and the society is not getting its wheels continuing towards to a normal life, then it is pretty much obvious that there is no way the cryptocurrency market can sustain its levels at these numbers, which means that $4,000 is going to have difficult times sustaining and supporting the Bitcoin price. So there is high possibilities to break below $4,000 if we don't find any ways to stop the coronavirus pandemic in April and May. So basically this month. By the end of this month, it's gonna look total differently. We have to be careful on how we handle the current market and trade accordingly. So for those of you having time, having funds, and desire, energy, dreams such as financial freedom, are you having any type of dreams of financial freedom that you would like to achieve? Well, you can do your first steps into financial freedom journey by entering into a learning process of how trading works and how to do this. For that, I've developed a private coaching program which at the moment has 136 students which have done more than 2,700 trades with the $4.2 million amount as numbers they reported to me. On scramblecoaching.com, you can watch the video, register now for a free conversation with me on Skype, and we can take it towards, if we agree on all the conditions and details, where I can explain you everything and how it works and all that stuff. But once again, guys, this is only and only for serious people. The one-day candlestick representation, which talks about long-term, and I have zoomed in quite a lot. I wanted to share with you here a very powerful resistance energy which is appearing at this level. If you look at the zone I have encircled, you will be able to see a market that has only shadows. It does not have any candlestick movements because they were all rejected. So it only has shadows, which means for now that the market at those numbers have reacted aggressively in a bearish domination. The question is, if that market is still capable to react again and again at all our bullish try-ons. So we keep knocking the door. We keep trying to force the door to break into the room. They succeed stopping us like 4 or 5 times in the past weeks. Are they going to succeed stopping us after we prepared, we have worked out, we have got a very nice nutrition, so we put muscles on our body. We're trying to break the door again. Bears are sitting on the other side, inside the room, forcing us not to get out. Or in this case, to get in. But in the market, basically to get out of that zone and then skyrocket towards. Are they capable to keep fighting with us, or it's the time of the revenge? Because what happened right here with this bearish candlestick is insane. I'm going to measure this thing right here, but I'm going to measure it from the top till the bottom because that's how you measure bearish candlesticks. 39%, guys, in a nutshell, in a day. I mean, 39% in a day. Do you think this is a business model that fits for an investor, a hedge fund, a whale, which has $500 million invested and he loses 39% out of that in a day? Do you think he's searching such a things? Is that a condition to run such a business? Obviously not. It is not. That's why this kind of huge insane volatility rates are affecting the market. This was inevitable due to the coronavirus panic, which spread into all the financial sectors. And that's very simple. People are in lockdowns. That determines the market to be in lockdowns due to the fact that they're not able to engage into exchanging services with people. So the economy is locked down. And if the economy is locked down, people get rid of the insecurity. So they got rid of the Bitcoin and it went down 39%. Obviously, times when there were people purchasing here at $4,000, a lot of the people have bought over there. That's why you get a nice rejection rate. So that's what is it, guys. And that's why it's always great to have cash money on the side prepared to purchase. It's good to have cryptocurrencies back and forth. It's good to handle Bitcoins in your hard wallet for long term. But let me tell you one thing. It's better to have cash prepared to buy the bottoms and the dips. It's better to do those activities. As well, sell the tops for the cryptos. You sell the tops, you have cryptos to sell the tops, and you have fiat currency to buy the bottoms. This is the way it works. But this is part of the budget management plan people learn in my coaching program on the psychology part of the coaching. And of course, we don't have to forget about the live trading side. For those of you thinking that it's, only theory back and forth, no. It is the full coaching, which takes you from the level you are and brings you towards the level you need to be in order to do this activity on your own, even though you're getting lifetime support from me. With any sort of situations you might come up, drop me a question, I'll get back to you and we'll take it towards. So that's where it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. This is actually my secondary channel where I'm posting this video. I have other channels related to cryptocurrencies. If you say cryptocurrency scramble on YouTube, you're going to find out more about me. And my main channel, which has about 30,000 subscribers, more than 400 YouTube videos on it, ready to give you basic information, because whatever they will do here on the channel is basic information. Take care of yourself, guys. So pay high attention to the rules that needs to be respected in order to stop the pandemic problem, and stay safe. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.